The district proposed an almost 9% increase in the budget for the upcoming fiscal year, and ultimately settled on an increase of close to 4%. If memory serves me correctly, I can attest to the fact that this increase in our school budget was the second largest percentage increase in our schools in the 25 years I've lived in Summit. And the almost $2.9 million increase in our school budget for this fiscal year that we are operating now, we are now in. That is far and away the largest dollar increase in 25 years. As a result of that increase, the committee agreed to revisit all of our budget practices to ensure that the district is operating as efficiently and effectively as possible, and to take important steps to further increase our transparency to the community, as it is your tax dollars that we are responsible for spending, and we take that responsibility very seriously. The incremental investments this year alone of almost $2.9 million are important to all residents, not just those with students in the schools. Our committee, the full board, and the administration are committed to regularly gauge community inputs as to the direction and types of investments being made, as evidenced most recently by the extensive strategic planning meetings the community was invited to attend and contribute to, as well as the regular inputs we receive from community members such as you here tonight, both informally or in public comment sections during our meetings. So as part of that commitment, we, the Operations Committee, agreed to conduct a post-mortem on the budget process from last spring, and following that review in May, we suggested several steps of improvement for planning and reporting purposes. As part of the review, the committee has asked the administration to gather significant market intelligence around other districts' budgets and their planning processes, and also to gather historical data on key categories and spending buckets within our own district to look at over the last 4 years, so we can get a better handle on what are the key drivers of our budget, understand where we've invested recently, and how those investments are progressing, and to identify where future budget initiatives and investments might be warranted. All of this is to ensure that we continue to deliver the highest quality, most robust and complete educational platform for our students and families to take advantage of, and to provide our administration and our staff the support and services that are necessary to deliver the high level of student outcomes that we've come to expect in the student public schools, and to do so in a financially responsible and sustainable manner. Finally, the committee received an update in this area from the business office on the progress made gathering and reporting this historical financial data from the past 3 to 4 years of fiscal budgets for further analysis, review, and discussion at the upcoming Operations Committee in November. Most of the data has been collected and grouped in key categories and buckets for the review period post-COVID, and the committee continues its review to clearly identify areas of the budget that are growing most rapidly or possibly have been neglected in an effort to better prepare for future budget cycles and planning processes. So next month, we will be reviewing these reports in detail that the administration has so diligently compiled. We're greatly appreciative of the extensive effort that the administration has put forth to do this reporting. This review will be reported on at the next board meeting, and we will further guide and inform us as we begin compiling the framework of the budget that begins to take shape in December, with all the inputs from the building principals, supervisors, and other staff members to establish the upcoming fiscal year's budget due in February, March of 26. With that, I will complete my comments. We have no recommendations tonight for the full board, so I will ask my fellow community members if they have any comments they'd like to add, or we can take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanley. Next up is the Policy Committee.
The Policy Committee did not meet this month. We will have an update for you next month. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And after that, we have the Communications Committee.
Thank you. The Communications Committee met on September 30th at noon. Committee members in attendance were board members Mark Gunderson, Silene Kelly, Superintendent Scott Huff, Cabinet member Lorraine Dickinson, and myself. Topics discussed included the coffee conversation events are being scheduled. The first will be at the Franklin Elementary School Library on Friday, October 24th at 9 a.m. These are informal events held a few times annually featuring the board president and vice president. The events are hosted at a school library for 1 to 1.5 hours to allow parents to meet with board members, in a relaxed setting to facilitate community engagement, answer questions, and introduce board members. Strategic planning communication. The goals are being formally approved tonight at this meeting. A public campaign is being developed to share goals, mission, and value statements with all families in the district. The campaign includes building a robust website and distributing information to stakeholders. The recent Summit Scoop newsletter included an update from the superintendent highlighting the strategic planning progress. The emergency communications test, school messenger update. The test was conducted in September as required within the 15 days of school to test the emergency communication system for school closings or critical updates. Parents must opt in via Genesis for text, voicemail, or email notifications. The results were a 96% delivery rate for phone calls, 90% delivery rate for emails, and 3,800 text messages sent to opted-in recipients.